This is episode 4.
By the way, tumesonga.
Tunasonga. Tunasonga. And it's been amazing. We really want to appreciate everyone who have subscribed. But there is something that is happening that we are looking into solving it. Google Podcast is going away. So, well, I had not mentioned that to you.
Well,
I've received an email from Google. Well, they had communicated quite a while back. Google Podcast is going away. Yeah, so our podcast will remain on Spotify. And now, as we look forward to having it available on iTunes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so don't worry, you will still get us. Because Spotify is here, is there to stay. So,
And we are here on YouTube.
and we're on YouTube. So thank you for subscribing.
Yep.
For commenting, sharing, and there is something that is also very important. You see, as you begin to watch the video, please like it. Like, and then as you continue to watch. Liking videos helps the video to be suggested more and more.
Yeah, to many people.
To many people.
And have you watched and you're not subscribing? Please.
Yeah.
Just tap. Imagine it's just tapping. Just
Because
tap on that red subscriber. If it's still red.
You haven't subscribed.
Yeah.
Because quite a lot of people are watching, but they haven't subscribed. So just go ahead and subscribe. Give us that subscription. All right?
It's free.
Yeah, just tapping on it and you'll be done. Right. Let's get into our today's episode. And welcome to episode 3 of Kibali and Kendi Conversations. This is T.U.G Podcast.
Yep.
Today, let's talk about our 3 years of dating. Well, we won't, when I say 3 years of dating, it looks like we're going to take forever. No, just small details of our dating. So we dated for 3 years.
Yeah, you've already said that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how was it for you dating for a whole 3 years? Yeah. Before we get to a point where you almost were giving up on that relationship then. But how was it?
Wow.
How was
it was awesome, though not very easy.
Yeah.
Because as a lady sometimes, especially me, my goodness, may I set goals? I'm a planner.
Yeah. She is quite a planner.
Oh my goodness, I am a planner.
She wants her things figured out in the next, like for example, this dating thing. She wants everything figured out. Yo, manze, we're dating for this long, yes. Or we have dated for this long. What is the next move?
Yeah.
And by the way, the planning, your planning and how you want things figured out. It could be for a while, or it could be for, how do I put it? As in, it's not, sometimes it's not even short term.
No, long-term goals.
It's long-term. Like, there are times we have talked about, you want to, by this time, you want to be done by, having kids and all. I'm like, when did you think about that?
There is me planning, and there is, of course, the will of God, but you also have to plan. I'm a plan. I think my career has sort of influenced me to planning. Because you have to plan. People
Yeah.
in my career know that you have to plan,
Yeah.
you know. So, and of course, I think it's also in me. I'm a planner. I love
Yeah.
things in a.
I
I want to know after this recording right now, what am I going to do next?
Not like me, who's a freelance. Let's tackle things as they come.
Yeah. So you're so freelance, man.
I'm
Is it
relaxed.
that it's a men's thing
I
or?
think most men we are like that. I mean, why stress yourself with so many things about not even tomorrow, about 6 months to come?
Yes.
Who tells you you'll be here in 6 months?
But
time?
you have to plan.
I know, but I think you ladies have a lot of things in your head, such that all of those things in your head are planned out.
Ladies, tell me, is it good to plan? Tell us in the comment section, because
Planning
I know
is good.
you're here with me. Is it good to plan? So now
into this relationship,
into the 3 years, I wanted, of course, after some time, I didn't, of course, come, boom, we started a relationship and I wanted to plan in.
Yeah.
But I wanted a signal to give me what do I expect?
And the guy wasn't giving any signal.
This guy.
And actually we had not even talked about how long should we date.
No.
We never had that conversation.
Yes.
Was
And I'm
that
here,
good?
you're not. Hey, to me it was not. Maybe to you it was. This guy is not even talking about, the way ladies, you want to hear like maybe how many kids would you want? That is someone giving you signals of
Marriage, settling
I would
down.
want to marry.
Yeah.
This guy didn't.
I'm
was
not
not
giving you
talking-
any signal
No.
of settling down, of marriage or anything.
Yeah, until a certain point. Of course, when I talked to your BFF, I think that is when you saw this lady and as an talker anytime.
No, actually,
Ama ulikuna plan chini ya maji?
yes, but we are coming to that. So for you, it was a good time, right? Was it?
I think it's to me. I think I entered into this relationship mature enough and ready to settle down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, if you're going to play with my mind, then I wouldn't have taken it very lightly.
Yeah.
So I wanted to figure out life, like after how long are we going to date? Then from there, is it marriage? Utopia miaka ya ladies inasonga.
You ladies, you're worried about too much.
Yeah, and of course I was like, God help me. By this time, I'm married. By this time, I have kids. Of course we have to worry. We are not like you guys. Miaka yetu ikisonga.
Worrying is not good.
Okay, you always tell me that.
Yeah, worrying is never good. So, well, I get you. I understand. For me, it was nice. It was good time. And actually, during that period, I was as well figuring myself out. Yes, I was mature enough, but I was figuring myself out. I was figuring, many things in my life. I wasn't that settled. And you see, as a man, I'm looking ahead and I'm like, well, yeah, you're here. And I would love to get married to you. So, but, thinking about certain things. After we marry,
then what
then
next?
we come together, then what next?
And it is actually a responsibility
It comes
of
with
the
a
man.
lot of responsibilities. And you see, sort of was easier when I'm single.
Okay.
But now when you get married, you there is a responsibility that it's not an option, it's a must for you to adopt. And do certain things.
You have
stop
to
doing other
provide.
things. Yeah. So I think that's why I as well took that long
Oh, I hope maybe some men can relate to that.
Well, yeah. So I think that's what, because I think I had too much to think
Okay.
about, you know. Um, and that's why I think I took that long before I decided. I think let's. And by the way, even by the time I'm saying I want to propose, it's not like I had everything figured out. So, and later I came to realize you don't have to figure everything out.
But did you feel pressured?
No, there wasn't any pressure. But and this is something with a lot of, I don't think only men, to some extent even women, that you want everything figured out
Yeah.
before you settle down, which is okay if you're able to do that, whatever it is that you want to figure out.
It was to my case. I had everything figured out. I had a job.
Yeah.
I had gotten to an age where I felt I'm ready. I think I had everything figured out, but you didn't have it figured out yourself. But which I think is a good thing, right? It's yeah.
If you want everything figured out, and that's according to whoever is thinking about certain things. If you're ready and you see you will achieve certain things that you want by the time you get married, well and good, it's okay. But not everyone who will have everything figured out before they settle down. You know, sometimes you will waste time trying to figure things out, which might take longer.
But at least be ready psychologically and have some things, the basic, the ones you feel you need to figure out.
Right.
It's better to figure them out before you get into marriage.
There are things that, yes, you must figure out before you get married, you know, and make up your mind on certain things. You see?
Yeah.
Like, make up your mind you're getting married.
Yes.
That's not something that you want to figure out after you're married. You see, so certain things, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And other things, let's say materially, you might not have everything figured out materially. You see, but even as you get into marriage, don't relax.
Yeah.
Don't just don't stop thinking about, or don't stop pursuing whatever you are pursuing. You know. So, and by the way, I have actually also come to realize some things are actually even easier to do when you're in marriage.
Okay.
You see?
Yeah.
Because you have a support system every single day that you wouldn't have when you were single.
Okay.
You see?
Yeah.
You have someone who you can sit down with and talk about certain things, your visions, your goals, what you want to achieve. And, you know, even as the Bible says, two are better than one. So I think, and I believe sometimes you can figure things out even better when you get married.
Did you sometimes feel pressured because you felt you're not maybe financially very okay, like as a man?
Yes, I wasn't very okay, and that was
the major reason.
One of the reasons. Not even this is actually to many men. It becomes one of the reasons why men want to take their time.
Okay.
Which is understandable. But again, when you come together, there is that unity with the both of you that you want to fire up each other so that you can make it. You know? Yeah, so it's not a must that you have everything figured out.
Okay.
It's not a must.
Okay.
But if you can, well and good.
But to me, I would say for psychological aspect, you have to have it figured out. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you have to have everything figured out. if you have certain things that you are battling, that you should be able to figure them out. And that's why actually marriage counseling is very important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and actually I think at one point we'll talk about marriage counseling. How was our experience and all that. Yeah, and if it helped us during our marriage.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, so we spent 3 years in of our dating, and it was really nice.
But what's the difference between dating and courting?
I
and
think
courtship?
we will do that as well in another episode. You know. Yeah, but we had really good time because we were learning about each other, and one of the things that we realized at the time is that we were very compatible.
Yeah, that
On
for sure.
many things, many things. Yeah, and during this time that we are dating, our dating is sort of not very public, because the only people who knew is my best friend and my mom, your mom, you know, because we didn't want to as well keep it exclusively private.
And at some point, I think my sis too.
Yes, yes, your sis as well.
Who was also dating at the time. Yeah.
So, and we stayed for some time, and we are going to the same church. Me, you, mom, we are going to the same church.
Yeah.
But my BFF knew about this relationship. Mom knew about this relationship. And I'm grateful to my BFF because most of the time we would sit and talk and you know, just talk about relationship and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had people who we had opened up to. So, but during this period of dating, I had friends who as well became your friends.
Yes.
Very close friends.
Oh my goodness.
Of ours.
I call them my sisters, and
yeah,
I love them so much. They know themselves.
Yes, those are our sisters for sure. For sure. Very close. So this is where now it gets interesting. It came to a point where we were very close.
Yeah.
And it came to a point where they were asking me, hey, then they were calling me Pasi because I was the pastor in that church. Hey, Pasi. Mbona tuoni dalili? What's up? What's happening, man? And we were very close, and even in church we would lead praise and worship together.
Yes.
And we would. There was this chemistry with us.
But how did they see the compatibility? And
I don't know.
They just wanted us to be together.
Yes. And maybe we should bring them one day. We'll bring them on podcast.
They'll have to say what they say.
Yes. Our chemistry was so good. And we would do things together in church. Until these friends of ours came to me and they're like, hey, Pasi. And that's what I loved. You see, most of the time pastors lack people who will talk to them and have a normal conversation away from preaching, away from pastoring. Just have a social conversation. And that's what a lot of pastors miss today. As in, every time, every now and then, every day, year in, year out, you're carried as a pastor. So there's that reverence, fear of a pastor.
You reminded me of our friend Precious, who says, I wish sometimes when I go out somewhere, just call me my name.
Call me.
At least I feel relaxed kidogo.
You know. As in, it's not, I know some people sometimes feel sort of it's a disrespect. No, it's not. Sometimes I just want to be out there. Let's have just normal conversation. Yeah, so for me, it felt good. And I really appreciated that our friends, they were taking me out of, how do I put it? As in, we could have just normal conversations. They were, I really appreciate those two. I appreciate them. So they would follow me up every now and then. Basi. Kuna vile tunaona you're gelling with that lady. Yani, there's like a chemistry that you have, you two. It's
like,
so...
Hey,
how we feel? I'm like, nah. And they are like, hey, that chemistry is so perfect. As in, you two guys, you look so good together. And at some point, even their kids started telling them about us, like, if we are a thing. And that's where they were coming in and they're like, even our kids can see it. So at some point, I put them off so bad.
What did you tell them?
I told them, actually, she's taken.
Oh, yeah. I remember after your music video.
Yes. And I told... Even my music videos, we were doing music. You are, you are in my music videos, right? So, and I told them, I even know her boyfriend.
What?
And they're like, Imenda.
And then they used to call you and then immediately call me. That time I had gone back to school. So when you told them that I have a boyfriend, do you know they called me? They were together. They called me and they were like, Sasa poa. They were like, Ai, can do it to ambi ukweli. I'm like, what ukweli do you need to know? So they were like, are you sure you have some? I was like, yeah, by there I do. And very soon, if you don't believe it, I'll introduce. And we had not talked, by the way.
Yes.
And I'll introduce him to you so that you stop this thing.
Yeah. And I think I told them that you were just about to get married.
What?
Yeah.
They were so frustrated.
And I don't know, like, they so much wanted us to be together. So much. So at that point, it went away.
And then we surprised them.
And then we planned. And I think this was at what's the name of the mall? Green, was it?
Southfield?
Southfield, yes, Southfield.
Yeah.
So we planned. We called them and we told them there's something. Did I call them first?
You're the one who called them.
Yes,
then
I called them.
Then I came in later.
And I told them I want to talk to them.
Yeah.
So such a call, and I told them I want to talk to them. They took it so serious.
Very. Especially it coming from you.
They took it so serious, so they came prepared.
Yeah.
I think Pasi has something to say to us. So they came. We sat down, and kidogo, you came in.
Yeah, you sat down, you started having something, a drink.
Yes.
You were talking. And then I joined in later. They cried. I was like, why were they crying?
Yeah, actually they cried.
They cried even before we told them anything.
Because I think at that time, they knew.
Yeah, they knew
cried.
That was it.
So I told them, it's just that we didn't want to open to you at the time, but
we are ready now.
We have been dating for the longest time. So even at the time you guys are coming to me telling me that, Pasi, I pursue the lady. Even at that time we were dating, just that we wouldn't tell you at the time.
Do you know when I was in school, they would call me and talk to me for minutes, just convincing me how this guy is good. Do you mean you don't feel that guy? Blah, blah. Hey.
So what would you tell them?
They would really pursue me. I was like, why are you forcing me? Why?
Is it by force?
I was like, kwani amewatuma? Or you'd be together. Then when you leave, they would call us so that they would call me so that wasikie ni kama I'm engaged.
Kama kuna mahali tunawa confused.
Exactly.
And then the good thing, all this time, even if they call you after they talk to me, imagine, even without us talking, whatever you would tell them
is what you would tell them as well.
Align with what I told them. Even without us talking, you know.
And then it came up to the other school of the girl power.
Yeah.
Their other friends. It trickled down as well.
Yes. Because it's now after we told them, we didn't take long.
Yeah.
Then I proposed. Because that's now where they had to come in so that I can plan with them how to surprise you.
Where? Don't joke with such friends. My friends. What?
So before we come to that, because you're going to tell us that story.
Those are the real friends because they got me a good one.
Those guys, they're so amazing. They are so dear to us. So after that, we continued with our relationship.
Yeah.
And at some point, you wanted out. I didn't know. So I came to know later. So you went to my BFF.
Yeah.
You told him, I don't think I want to continue with this relationship. I mean, this guy is not saying anything.
Yeah.
He's not signaling anything. I want to settle down. But I don't think he's ready. So at the time, he talked to you. Because at the time you're telling him about that, I had already planned with him. And actually, I think I had even gotten the ring.
What?
Yes.
And angetaka kuchoma.
Yes. So, at the time when you're telling him that you want out of this relationship, he knows I am ready to propose.
Okay.
You know, so at the time, he wouldn't tell you that, the guy is going to propose. So I think he talked to you and told you,
calm
relax.
Down, relax. This man has sijui nini. He's dealing with...
What did he tell you? Ebu tell us. What did he tell you?
He was like, I know my BFF. He takes his things slow. He just want to be slow, but sure. I was sure about what? So you mean he's not sure about me?
about it's been 3 years now.
Like,
he's not sure.
No, not in that way. He has to take. A man has to align with some things. He just tried to give me all sort of things.
Were you convinced?
You know BFF, you know him. To some extent,
yes,
I was.
But you might have gotten out of there having not been convinced, or you were halfway convinced.
No, at least no, I was convinced because he knows how to give counsel and good counsel.
Yeah.
And apart from that, I knew the message would get to you.
Somehow it would get to me. Yes.
Somehow it would get to you.
Yeah.
But now also, I didn't want ikae ni kama I am pushing it. Ikae like I'm the one asking for it. Actually, I told him not to tell you. To some, as in nilikuwa nataka najifanya.
And actually he did.
He didn't tell you, right?
He didn't tell me.
Yes, I want the message to reach to you, but in another way, sikae ni mimi nimesema.
So because he knew I am going to propose, he didn't even actually tell me.
So I poured it out to him, but I was like, you know how to approach it because I don't want ikae. I'm the one who is.
Yeah.
He's wise, actually.
He's very wise. He's very wise.
Yeah, so I trusted him that way. So sikuwa nataka ikae, I'm the one who is asking for this and all that. I'm a lady. I should just wait.
Yeah.
But ndani nilikuwa na feel,
so he actually didn't tell me. Understandably so, he knew I'm going to propose. So and he knew because he was in the picture of how we were planning to propose. So he came to tell me much later after I had proposed. And he's like, yo, she was just about to go.
What?
She was just about to give up on this relationship. Man,
You have a good BFF.
BFF. You know
have a good BFF.
You are a good friend.
He is.
You're a
For
good
sure
friend.
he is.
Yeah.
He's that friend who would tear you.
Yaani huyu anaweza kufa na mimi.
Kabisa.
Well.
Yeah.
So after alikutuliza, so huku kando, I'm continuing with proposal plans.
Yes.
So I approached my sisters, told them I want to propose. I have the ring, but I am not sure about the place. So and they gave me some advice because I think I don't think I wanted many people.
Yeah.
So I chose those who, some people who are really, really close to us, and we communicated to them.
Yeah.
And I planned for the place and everything was ready to go. But we had to hide everything to you. From you, sorry. Because I think, did we have a WhatsApp group? No, we didn't. I don't think we did. But we had to hide everything.
Wait, now, let me tell you guys, in my entire life, I have had other surprises. But this one, this was, I don't know whether there's anyone who can ever surprise me.
Like that.
Let me tell
my
you the truth.
My sisters, mlicheza kama nyinyi. Yani iliingiana.
I don't know whether I'll get another surprise yenye ili hit
kama hiyo.
Unless you plan another one.
So on that, if I plan another one, it will be bigger than that.
Wow, really?
Hey, I have ninjas.
And you have
my sisters are my ninja and my BFF and other people.
It was a surprise stroke, a prank inside a surprise. Should I say that?
Yeah.
Where?
So on that very day, what transpired the day I was proposing?
Okay. Now this is it. During the week, actually few days, my proposal was on a Friday evening. So they told me there's another friend of ours who is also their friend.
Yeah.
She has a birthday. And the wife, the husband, want to do a birthday for her at this certain place. And we would just like you to go with us.
Yeah.
I was like, how am I going to her birthday? She has not invited me.
Yeah.
You're the ones who are they were like, quera. They were like, you have to go with us. You have to go to these places and see how people are being appreciated out there. If we are going, you're also going.
Yes.
They used to call me their small sister. So if we are going, you're also going.
Yes.
So they were like, the theme of that birthday is purple and black.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So they started sending. We have until now. We have a WhatsApp group.
Nani admino yo WhatsApp?
A WhatsApp group. They started sending. They started sending their dresses. How do you see this dress? How do you see this dress? So I didn't know they wanted me to send my either black or purple dress for them to choose. But you had a specific dress that you wanted me to put on.
Yes.
So they said, no, you put that purple dress.
Yes.
I was like, well, okay. And now one of them said, I'll do black, and the other one said, I'll also do purple. But she did purple and carried a black one because she didn't want me to feel I'm the only one in purple.
Yes.
So when we go to the venue, she changed into black.
Yes.
So now we had that deal, and we had a meetup during that day to run some errands, and then after that, now go in the evening to that place.
Yes. Yesu ulipigishwa raundi.
Nilipigishwa raundi zote. And at some point, one of them, we were using one of our friend's car. So she even told me, yes, one of their cars. She told me, take and drive. So that anakaa huku nyuma, she says she's so hungry, she wants to eat. So that akae kwa simu.
Yes,
because you
planning
can't
things.
talk,
Yes.
you have to chat.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
So they want you to drive so
anything.
that she can come behind
Yes,
the,
yes,
and so that we can chat.
yes, yes. And all this time, I'm not asking, I'm even not calling Dorcas, but they called Dorcas to tell her.
Yeah.
I've actually mentioned her name. So they called her and told her, hey, this is the plan. In case she calls you, this is a plan.
Yeah.
So actually, they told me that one of them said, I'm going to make my nails. So can we meet up at the nails place? We knew where we were going for nails. I was like, it's okay. Me, I'm just okay the way I am. I'm not in the mood of making my nails, not go even to the salon. They tried pushing it so that I can say I can also come into their space of grooming myself. Watu wangu nilivalishwa ring nikiwa hivyo. Because they saw if they insist, I will shuku. That day is a day you don't even feel like putting your makeup on or anything.
Yeah.
So in the car, when we go to the venue, no, we had to do some errands, and then when every preparation was ready,
yes.
So twende huko. All this time you're asking me like, how is everything with the girls? I was like, it's fine. Nini. We go to the venue.
Yeah.
So when we go to the venue, they realize this girl is even not there. She's even not grooming herself, nothing. Yeah, I was like, ladies, please, let me give you an advice. When you're told to go somewhere, either with your girls or please just be, you never know what will happen. Oh, you never know. Please just shine. Look good all the time.
Yeah.
Where? Because that was not the best day for my proposal, honestly. I don't know whether we'll have any of the pictures. Anyway,
I don't know.
So now we go to the place. I saw it's written now so-and-so birthday at this place.
Yeah.
So I was convinced it's not my proposal. We go there and meet other friends, of course, friends I know in common. But I was like,
how is this guy? How is this person related to this?
Yeah, I was like, are you sure? Are you sure I belong here? Are you sure you want me to go there? They were like, yeah, you'll fit in. Why wouldn't you fit in?
Yeah.
And you're with us. We're your girls.
Yeah.
I was like, fine. Now we go and they started and you asked me, by the how is the place? I told you we've gotten to the place. You asked, how is the place? I was like, it looks so nice. It has candles all over. It's a perfect place for the birthday.
So I'm actually confirming the venue from you.
Eesh! It was nice. I was like, there are candles all over.
Everything
it's
has
a
to be
garden.
smooth.
Oh my goodness. I loved it. And I loved it for the one who had the birthday. So we went there and chilled.
So there was an actual birthday.
No, see, okay,
There wasn't.
To me, yeah, there wasn't.
To you,
it was an
we
actual
had to
birthday.
make everything look like an actual birthday.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now, as we're seated there, one of them pretends that they are calling this person, where are you guys? We are waiting for you. And even start calling the husband's name. Actually, I think you're the one who was being called the husband's name.
And at the time, everyone who was there and they had a car, because you knew their cars, they had to park in a place where you wouldn't see any car.
By the way, I didn't see.
Yes, they had to park far away from...
Because I know their cars.
Yes, because you would know.
Okay.
Because if you see more than one car, you would wonder, I know this car.
No,
I know this car.
You know why? Because we have common friends.
Okay. That as well.
Singeshuku haraka hivyo because we have common friends.
Yeah.
And most of them were from church.
Yeah.
You see, singeshuku by the way. Unless maybe if I saw maybe Kinasis or but you came with them.
Oh, we had to hide their car.
Yes. So now as I was seated there, we are having some drinks, we are chatting. Then all of a sudden you came in.
Yeah.
And everyone stood. I was like, what? What is going on? When I turned, I saw you. And it clicked. Is this what I'm thinking?
Yes. By the time you're
By the
turning,
time I even turn, I think about it, you're on your knees.
yes, on my knee.
Oh, yeah, on your knee. Sorry.
Yeah.
That was one of my best moments in my life, by the way. Honestly
Yeah.
speaking,
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
It was planned in a way I couldn't even
Everything had to be perfect. Everything had to be executed seamlessly and in a way that you wouldn't suspect.
I didn't suspect a
Kabisa.
thing.
It had to go down that way.
Then those girls, they can really confuse you and what?
Yeah. So, and we had a good time after proposing.
We had a nice, beautiful time.
And with and by the way, I appreciate all those friends who were there. I really appreciate you guys because we were quite a number.
Yeah.
We were quite a number.
And then the food was nice, the planning, and then they were you planned it on one of my best spots.
Yes. Yes. Because I think we had ever gone there.
And I'm the one who took you there because
yes.
I was working around that area.
You were working around that area.
Yeah.
So there was a very nice spot.
Yeah. Kametulia too.
Yeah. So we had to...
And then you took one of the gazebos. And
yes.
Oh, it was so nice.
We had to reserve a place.
Thank you. That was one of a kind.
It was good. It was a nice proposal.
I could never ask for more.
That
was awesome.
And I really appreciate all those guys because that was successful because of the teamwork that, everyone who was there. And even for my sisters, kukupigisha around the whole of that day to make sure that uko kwa box kabisa.
Imagine. Yani it was on a Friday. They didn't go to work that Friday. They had to look for an off. Oh, I love you so much. You know how much I love you anyway.
So, man, yeah. So, we proposed. I proposed, and we had a good time that evening. And we went home.
Yeah.
Only later for my BFF to tell me, by the way, alikuwa aende. Ni vile tu nilimuongelesha. Alikuwa aende.
Let me pose a question to our tag, what do we call them?
Yes,
tag
the tag team. Yes.
Our tag team. How long is long to date? Or how should I put that question? Yeah.
Yes, how long is long for dating?
For dating.
Because ours was 3 years. And like you've heard, she was just about to get out of it, So how long should you stay in a relationship? How long should you date? Comment down below. We would love to see what you have to say about that. Yeah. And that is how we dated. And how we had our friends, come in and make everything work. And up to the proposal.
Oh.
Exactly.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
And we had a debate the other day at work. Someone asked, like, why do ladies, why are you so fascinated about this proposal thing? And maybe someone would ask, and yet this person will marry you, or...
Well, you didn't know I'm going to marry you. That's why you are almost giving up on the relationship.
Yes. So what is your perspective on proposing as a man, in short? That's the question.
Well, is one of the ways to assure the lady that indeed you have made up your mind and you want to marry her. It's one of the ways to assure her, that you're going to settle down and you're ready to marry her. Though there are instances, cases of people who proposed and they never got married.
Yeah.
But for me, it's an assurance to the lady that you have made up your mind that she's the one.
Talking on behalf of men, do ladies or do we give men pressure for that proposal thing?
I don't think so. Because I think it's the man's decision to propose.
Or not to.
In as much as you can tell them, hey, manze, when are you going to propose? In as much as you can mention it. Not every lady would do that.
Every man.
But there are those who would be like, yo, we've been here for quite some time. What's up? I don't think you can pressure any man to propose. Yes.
Okay.
It will be out of their decision. And when they are, they've made up their mind, they're going to do it. So I don't think there can be much pressure. You're being pressured by someone to propose to them. I don't think there can be that pressure.
Okay.
And according,
as per the ladies, it's a nice and sweet and awesome feeling.
When you are in a relationship, do you like, when you are in that relationship, do you like look forward to, or do you dream of such a day?
Oh
like
my
you're
goodness.
Like,
to me, yes. It's a yes.
So, and let me ask, are there ladies who can be in a relationship and they know this is not the guy, but they're in a relationship?
Yes. Some yes.
And they know this is not the guy. Let me just waste time or
some
whatever
yes.
it is. Yeah.
Some yes, especially this generation.
Yeah.
Because of number one, money. You're just there to. You don't feel this guy, but this guy has some good cash.
Yeah.
So anakutreat poor, you got everything you want, but at the end of the day,
he's not the one.
He's not the one.
Which is a very bad thing.
It's a bad thing. It's a bad thing.
Yeah. So you'd rather be with the one who makes you happy. You'd rather be the one who
yes,
this is the right person for me. You'd rather be with the one who this is a perfect person to be a husband.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rather than just, you're not only wasting time for both of you, you are as well in a situation where you're not even happy. You're not even sure about this person.
Yeah.
And you do not even want anything good for them. Because if you did, you would let them walk away. Yeah.
So in short, for ladies, yes, we love them proposals. Please, if you're there and you're dating and you're looking forward to marry your girl, do that thing. It makes them. But do you know small things make women happy? Small things.
Yeah.
Just
like proposal.
Oh my goodness. You feel loved. You feel this person is caring.
I think we should have that conversation at some point. What makes women happy?
Yeah.
Because there's a conversation out here that you can never... I actually agree. You can never understand ladies.
What is he saying?
Too hard to understand you people.
Does it mean you don't understand?
No, like...
I get you anyway.
You get me?
Yeah.
Or should I say comprehend? Because understanding you can, I think comprehend.
Just say we are complicated. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I think we should have that conversation at some point. Like what... Well, out here people say what ladies want. What women want, what men want.
What do ladies want?
What makes you happy? Like you're saying those small things. I think I would like us to talk about those small things.
Awesome. Perfect. Sour.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think this is done. And our next conversation might be about our traditional wedding.
Yeah, or unless something comes up.
We'll
see.
Yeah, we will see.
But we're still on season 1, so expect much of this.
And we have a target, an objective. Our desire is that by the time we are getting done with season 1, we will have gotten to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
And if you're listening to us on Spotify, please follow us on Spotify. Give us a rating, and we would really appreciate that. On YouTube, please subscribe.
Subscribe, recommend it to a friend, by the way.
Share the video.
Even if you've subscribed, you can make it a more number by recommending it to a friend.
Right.
That way we grow. Yeah.
And we have so much that is planned. And just to remind our viewers and our listeners that T.U.G Podcast is founded on 4 pillars. That is marriage,
Yeah.
family,
Christian
faith, and life in general.
Yep.
So there is so much planned around those pillars. Yeah, and we are looking forward to having an amazing time impacting and transforming generations as
yes.
we influence
For
for
Christ. Yeah.
So that's it for today. And we really thank you for staying with us until the end. So God bless you.
God bless.
See you on the next one.
See you.